Okay, everyone, I'm super excited about this video because I made some dang big profit on this one. Dang big profit, is that a phrase? Anyways, but like I said, this is one cut video. So I am still using the parlay parsees, but I talked to my guru because I have someone that I refer to back, and he's like, instead of looking at the line breaks, throw it on the candles. And so for the trades, and so for the indicators. So I put a 5 minute candle on the indicators and it is hitting almost every single time. It is fantastic right now, and I'm so pumped about it. And so I want to share this video with you. I did a ton of research, back research with it, with I can. There are occasional losses, but I'll explain what I do if I do have a loss. But today worked out fantastic. And so I'm going to show you this. The chart you're going to see, the center graph is a 5 minute candle, and the one on the right is a 5 minute candle. The one on the left is my normal line break 1 minute chart, which I also traded with today as well. But I'm not going to focus on that one. Today I'm going to focus on the one in the middle and the one on the right hand side, okay? So with that, let's go ahead and flip over to the charts. So this is the very first trade I made. Oh, by the way, this chart on the right hand side is the micros. So just a little bit different than the minis, but you do get sometimes different trades. Sometimes you get another parse, and so just want to clarify that part first, okay? All right, so this is a 705 trade. So I get a parse, and I entered right here. Now this is the very first trade I made with this with real dollars, and I kind of chickened it. It worked out great. It dropped, oh my goodness, it dropped a ton from, let's say, 270 down. I think the candle wicked out at like 46. So it dropped like $25, which is over 100 ticks. I took $150. I traded two contracts, and when it hit 150 bucks, I'm like, "Ooh, it works." Okay, and super happy. And then it kept dropping and dropping and dropping, and so that would have been better, especially with two contracts. But I took it that way because I was like, okay, let's just try this out, see how it works, and that's kind of how most of my morning went. And then I upped it a little bit after that. So Parse hits perfectly. There's a little red arrow. It told me to get in. And so I got in at the end of the 5 minutes. And again, this is a 5 minute bar. So it did bounce around a little bit, but that's where I ended up at. The next trade I made was this parlay. Now this is 735, okay? And yeah, we are looking at this candle wick being down a little bit, but it didn't wick me out. It went from 96 down to 94, 93, give or take. And I have a $10 stop loss, okay? $10, which is 40 tick. And so I had no issues with that. I got in this one again, I got out at 150 bucks. So I was like, ooh, two in a row, $150. And so I was super pumped about that. I'm sitting up for the day. I'm at plus 280 because of fees. And I'm like, this is working. This one didn't go fully as far as the other one did. Started off roughly, what do we say, like 296, and then the candle went all the way up to 302. So I mean, it went up like $8, which is 24 ticks, and so it didn't go that much, but enough to be profitable. And that's what I want to point out. The next trade, and let's move right along here because these guys go in sequential order for me is this guy right here. Okay. Now this one was interesting too because it I got a parse and I hit the sell. And this parse, do you see this little red arrow? I'll talk about that probably next video, but I took the trade there. And then I also took a second follow-up trade on the bottom of this thing. So this thing opened up here and then dropped. It went from 71 all the way down to 64. Now, me being super excited, I got out on that one too. I didn't let it run all the way back up on me. I didn't want to, even though I had to break even and I would have been just fine. I have lost any money, would have just broke even on it. I got out at like 300 and change. And so I had two back-to-back wins. I'm sitting over 500 bucks in the first three trades thinking, yes, it's worked. All the back testing, all the energy and time, it's working great. And so this one I'm pumped about. This one, very next trade would, normally it'll happen about 25, 35 minutes apart, but this one was only a few minutes later at 8:40, this bar closed. This bar closed here and I took this one. I took this one pretty far up there and made a lot of money on that trade. I got out 50 ticks, so two contracts, 50 ticks is 500 bucks. And so just slightly under 500. I think it was like 480 when it got me out. So I have my trailing stop and then a stop loss off that. So did fantastic either way. So I'm win, 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 win. So super pumped about these couple first trades. What I found with this trade is that it's really easy to follow because you're just waiting for the signals. You wait for the algorithm to say, "Hey, buy now or sell now," and it's not something you have to stare at the screen all the time. Take a glance at every 5 minutes, and it works out great for you. Okay. Uh, so we have a number of trades. This is again super early in the morning. I'm done. This next trade, I got the Parse right here as well. And this one I got lucky on. I took this trade and I came in late to it. I sat down late. I was up and around about. I didn't expect it to hit yet. And it was up and green, but I put a sell order right there. And then I took the trade and then ran away. That would I would have wicked out on that one. I would have lost on that one. Totally honest. I just got lucky because I came in late, saw it was green, and then I just put a sell order. I'm like, yeah, let's see what happens. And it worked out, and I was happy. It was like a $180 win with two contracts, and then I jumped out from there. So the next trade didn't happen for a while. So again, this is 9:05 in the morning Central Standard Time, and the next one didn't happen until clear. Yeah, let's get this all sequential. So 10:25 in the morning. Okay. So an hour and 20 minutes later, hour and a half later almost, I did take this trade. This one it started me off at 575 and then creeped all the way up to about 14. It got over $10, which is 40 ticks. And at that time I moved my profit take from 50 to 40. And so I took 40 ticks on that one. Another big win, just two contracts, and it worked there. I believe this very next one after this, I lost on. And so let me show you where I lost. So again, I didn't see anything forever. Yeah, here it is. Um, and finally, I got another trade. In this trade right here, set up beautifully, and I take this trade 10 out of 10 times. I hit the sell button and it just went up. Very barely any type of candle wick down the bottom, almost nothing. So I mean, it was just yeah, just one of those losses. So what I do with that is that I trade two contracts every time, and if I have a loss, I'll up it to three contracts. Okay, and so I did wick out on that one, but let me show you where how I made it up, and it happened just a few minutes. Well, a few minutes, a few bars later. So the very next trade I took was this one coming up right here. So this is at 12 o'clock after the lunch hour. So 11:30, and I hate trading 11:30 trade. That was my fault. I don't like trading during 11 o'clock hour. It just happened. I did take the buy on this parlay. I got in right here, and I rode that thing up there, got all my money back, and then an extra like I think it was $120. So super pumped about that. So again, I'm still positive for the day. If this continues, and this is one thing that I was reminded about, is like, hey, the market moves. So things sometimes that you process and steps that you may have used at one time may not be as effective going down the road. So you got to adjust. And if you don't adjust, you'll just keep either breaking even or losing money. Now, use that later because it may come back to be beneficial for you. Just hold on to it. Don't forget about it. But then you may have to just adjust a little bit and pivot. And so I just pivoted a little bit, still using the same algorithm, still using everything else, but I just pivoted how I look at the charts and my trades, and it's working out great for me. Let me see if I had any other trades. I don't think I had any other trades for the rest. Did I make one more trade? Let me just see this. Hold on, hold please. Yeah, that's right. There was one more sell. I knew it. This one I took fairly quickly. I didn't stay in the whole time for this guy. This was another trade I made. It's easy one to say. Got the Parse right there. It's because the market been going up forever. This was roughly a $300 trade. Got the Parse there. I hit it. It did go up a little bit that candle wick, but not that much. I think it went from like 24 to like say maybe $3. But again, I have a 40 tick, or I think I lowered that time to 38 ticks. Stop loss, so plenty of room. And then it just went down, and I took it for 300 something dollars. I got out pretty fast. So yeah, great day today. Um, my goal every single day is to try to get roughly, because I'm trying to qualify two accounts this week, and so I can only make up to about $1,500 because I got a $50,000 account at a time, and then I switch accounts. And so this week I'm working on these two accounts, getting them both qualified, and just working that magic. So if you want to know more of this part, and I please hope tell me you do, because this is working fantastic. I'm going to use this type of trade, and my charts every morning are going to be on these screens, and so that way you can follow along and trade with me. All right, now let's do this, guys. And parents always told me I'm going to finish this up, say lots of prayers. Every morning I have to pray for this thing. And I'm like, come on, make it a great day.